leave it to the professionals.
Blessed by Bundy, blah, blah, blah.
Started off with a bit, now I got coin. I see where y'all going. Been poppin' since Web 1, hella hopes on Web 2. I was living a dream, now I'm on Web 3. And it is what it seems, topping the pyramid schemes, I'm telling you. I'll sell you a percentage on Nebula. Shout out to Vince, he'll set it up.
Surfing on the web and I'm shooting at 3. I've been goated when I got my G. I'm an alien boy from a different planet, yeah. So I got my drink, I'm riding in the 1920s Model T Ford. Call her Era Lord. Call me Levi, playing on the keys, boy. And I'm about to put my gloves on. If I said it, then I meant that. Yeah, I like that one, I'm about to get that. Crash that whip for the drumsticks, whiplash. I'm about to get them all. Are you with that? In a white boat, surrounded by blue. I want one, but I got a cop too. I wanna fly high in the sky, arms out wide, trying to soar from a bird's eye view. I'm on fire, Ricky, Bobby, cracking the pavement, Whitney, Bobby. I'm a Saki bomb, Hiroshima, Nagasaki. Bruce Wayne been a dog, and I keep it 101, cause I'm feeling kinda spotty. You sipping on some rock, and I'm sipping on octane. The only thing around my neck is the
Started off with a
blockchain.
bit, now I got coin. I see where y'all going. Been poppin' since Web 1, hella hopes on Web 2. I was living a dream, now I'm on Web 3. And it is what it seems, topping the pyramid schemes, I'm telling you. I'll sell you a percentage on Nebula. Shout out to Vince, he'll set it up.
NFT, Twitter, blockchain. Seeing with the ghosts and we ballin' like LeBron James. Crypto. We can make a trade, get the memo. Refuse not falling for the FOMO. Listening to Coffee with Captain. You know we worldwide, they loco. I ain't never gonna stop rapping. Orlando, yeah, we working magic. We rocking Ethereum NFTs. I just went and caught me a half base. Man, I gotta shout out
Started
the
off with a
party.
bit, now I got coin. I see where y'all going. Been poppin' since Web 1, hella hopes on Web 2. I was living a dream, now I'm on Web 3. And it is what it seems, topping the pyramid schemes, I'm telling you. I'll sell you a percentage on Nebula. Shout out to Vince, he'll set it up.
Freaking the mood to choose one, but they got knowledge to move, son. I'm shocking in shades with my brother in suits. Yeah, them blues is coming. Even though it's hard to pick, eeny, miny, mo, soda on the mix, no biting lips, it's time to go. Index number 1, no thumbs up, you gotta scroll. Looking at the ghost in studio, it's time to go. Had a helmet on by myself until I met a mask that wanted to have a face off. So I had to bring my chainsaw, full tank of gas in the drive with my brakes off. I'm A1, but a different kind of steak sauce.
Welcome to Coffee with Captain, powered by ApeCoin, where we dive into all things crypto, NFTs, Web3, and cutting-edge technology. Remember, nothing here is financial advice. Early-stage tech can be exceptionally volatile and risky. So grab your coffee and join Cap and C for today's conversation.
Welcome to the future.
Welcome to Coffee with Captain GM. Thanks so much for joining us. If you've already done so, do us a favor, drop us a GM in the chat down below in the head top. Smash that like, repost, and bookmark on today's space. We greatly appreciate it. Warms up the algo and does us real solid. We're also live over on YouTube as well as my abstract today. Steve's in the air and won't be joining us. We'll have a quick show in and out today, hit on the headlines, quick market update, and then get everyone on their way. Excited to see many of you out in Vegas this week. Safe travels, everyone who's already en route. And again, if you haven't already done so, give us a like, a repost, a bookmark. We'd greatly appreciate it. And we'll get rolling here in a second. As always, I'm Cap, not Joe, my co-host Steve this morning. But as always, never any financial advice in the show. Crypto's risky, and if he's risky, meme coins, exception risk, go to zero moments. So please don't put any money you can't afford to lose. Know that Steve and I hold tokens. We'll talk about from time to time here in the show. We are not financial advisors, certainly not your financial advisor. Don't join us for that. Just join us for some fun, some information, and education along the way. With that out of the way, exciting news in the world of crypto overnight. We saw yesterday up only. I don't know whether to change the title to NFT sells for 25 million or Echo sells for 375 million. I'm sure they both had to do it with each other. But if you missed it, that's the big news of the day. Despite markets bleeding out overnight. No CWC in Vegas, Machiavelli. It's going to be 5 a.m. local time. And while you might show up, we just didn't feel, I don't even know if we can find a space to host us at 5 a.m. Vegas time. So it's no live show this time, but we will be live. It'll actually be Steve live Friday from his hotel room, probably via the Steves. And then we will be joining the festivities, but Wednesday, Thursday, regular as normal. And then Friday, probably another abridged show as I'll be in the air that day. And no live show this year, but we get back on the East Coast. You know what? It seems seemingly after the merch drop yesterday that Clubhouse Miami is inevitable, and looking forward to hosting a Coffee with Captain at the Miami Yacht Club. I'm calling it now. Give me a quick sec here. We'll update the title. Echo sells to Coinbase for $375 million. GG's Kobe. And we get up only resuming. So for those who missed it, I will let me just pull it up here. The up only purchase, or up only NFT purchase hit the news wires first. If you weren't around last cycle, this was the show of the cycle. Kobe and Ledger, they hosted this show, and I vividly remember several of the episodes, including the one they had like SPF, Do Kwon, Martin Schreckel, or however you say his name, and maybe one of the Three Arrows Capitals guys. I can't remember, but anyways, they shut it down. They said there are no more episodes. And he minted this NFT, said admission 1 season of Up Only TV. The holder of this admission ticket can compel Kobe and Ledger into performing like monkeys 8 episodes of Up Only TV. It does not convey any sponsorship rights, and we are allowed to call you idiots for buying it or ignore you completely with 0 mentions of existence during our 8-episode season. We get to pick the guest, but if we like you, then we might ask you for some suggestions. I'm guessing this was the first news. The second news, then I'm guessing they do like Coinbase because they stroked a check for a cool $375 million to acquire Echo. Echo, if you've missed it, is it's the investment platform. Essentially, it allows I shouldn't say anyone. It allows all accredited investors more equitable access to get into investment deals, pre-seed or otherwise. And for instance, recently we used, our friends over at BAYC utilized Echo for their most recent round. Down bad because I saw that, I thought I had my stuff in, was going to fire in last second, did not get in last second, and we ended up missing that BAYC round. But nevertheless, good platform, big fan, and love to see. I think it's a good sign that Coinbase is making moves. I think it shows. I'll echo our friend Warp Joe's comments. It shows maturity. It's good for the space, good for Coinbase, and obviously good for Echo and Kobe. Here's the announcement. Bringing back Up Only was just a warm up. We've acquired Echo, the leading on-chain capital raising platform, joining builders with community capital, giving investors access to new opportunities, giving economic freedom worldwide. It's also, I'm pretty sure this is where Plasma did their pre-sale as well. And you've got, I think I saw 60,000 KYC users over there on Echo that obviously are vested in the crypto space. So I'll pin this up top here in a second. If you missed it, you can read the full update from Coinbase. But big news in the crypto streets. And I don't know if this leads to any sort of M&A season, but before we get too far ahead, I will go find this and then pin it up top. Sleepy start this morning. The algo is missing Steve. So yeah, any likes, repost, bookmarks, help get this thing warmed up would be appreciated. I know shorter show, although can you guys out audio wise? I think it was just related to AWS, even though X didn't go offline. I did not, I don't know why that's not showing up on mine. I just liked it. I just reposted it, not finding it. We'll get it. Yeah, did not see. There we go. It's pinned up top now for anyone who wants to read it. But yeah, did not. I don't think it had issues with X, but we certainly had audio issues on the space yesterday, cutting in and out. I don't think it was on my end because everything else was working. So yeah, if anyone could give me confirmation that the audio is coming through smooth, I would appreciate it. Or maybe not. Maybe Spaces is just soft ruggedness this morning, hence why the audience is a little light today. And as always here, open stage, if anyone would like to join me for the next 50 minutes or so. Throw a request, love to have you up, get things hopping here. And if there's anything else on your on your agenda, or you had questions or saw anything in the news, go ahead and give me. There's a big conversation that distracted me a little bit in the war room this morning. Not gonna dive into that today. Probably save that convo for next week after we gain some more information. But just kind of dovetail into what are these NFTs? What are these clubs? What do they? What is the meaning? What is the future? What are we doing? What do we want to see as contributors, as holders, etc. But yeah, I think probably punt that combo until we get a little more. Sound good today? Thanks, Blue. Appreciate it. Appreciate you hopping up yesterday as well. Good conversation on. Thanks, Dobbins, as well. Appreciate the audio is good. Spaces sound good here. Awesome. Good to hear. We are back. Full audio thriving on X this morning. I'm wrapping up. Oh, it was Rug yesterday is clear on YouTube, but I think we're all back today. But again, if you haven't done so yet, give us that like, repost, and bookmark. It always helps and greatly appreciate. We're also live over on Abstract. As always, audio is fine over there per Diego as well. Appreciate you all. And if you've not yet checked out either of those chats, we'd encourage you to check out Abstract or even YouTube. My YouTube is lagging a bit here. I'm going to go ahead and close out the YouTube tab, but it's pinned up top if you want to join in those chats. Give us a like or subscribe over there on YouTube as well. That said, I'm going to go ahead and knock out, since we got kind of a shorter day today, I'm going to go ahead and knock out our market update. That may dovetail us into a few other conversations. And again, hit me up in the chat, any of these chats. Actually, yeah, I'll see YouTube. So yeah, hit me up in any of these chats. I'll bounce around. I may not get to it immediately, but I will get to it before we get out of here. But no, I just want to do a quick market update since we're getting out of here early. That might lead to a few other discussion points or conversations. Congrats to the Blue Jays fans. As we get out of cold open here, I saw Don Mattingly making his first World Series ever. It was hard to believe. I thought for sure he had made it at one point, but saw that this morning. So I don't even know. I guess I'm rooting for the Blue Jays versus the evil Empire Dodgers, but might actually, if they make it a good series, I might actually watch a baseball game. We will see. I've faded the playoffs thus far, but decent night of football last night. That said, let me knock out this daily market update. We'll play this in, and then we will get back to our regularly scheduled programming again. If you'd like to, if you got anything on your mind you'd like to chat through this morning, throw in a request. We'll get you up here, and we'll knock this out. But let me play us in here and.
The daily market update straight to your brain. Powered by ApeCoin, no hype, just gains. Moving on 8chain, we bringing the heat. NFTs, fence alpha, never miss a beat. 8chain on top, now we bringing the flex. The home of NFTs, these now what's next? Come on, my head top, but you want the time and chop cock for one time.
All right, it's time for the daily market update brought to you by ApeChain. ApeChain, the home of NFTs, home of Other Side, and all eyes on ApeChain this week as ApeFest is just around the corner. Big day yesterday. I'll go through the merch drop here in a second. Congrats to everyone who secured their items. I did not. I was busy afternoon yesterday, and I didn't even access the merch site yet. Saw some online, and we'll dive in those together here shortly. But first things first, let's take a look at the red markets. Unfortunately, we'll scroll down and start with our majors here. Bitcoin down 2% to 108,611. ETH down 4% to 3889. XRP down 1% to 243. Solana down 3% to 186. Doge down 3% to 19 cents. And Cardano down 3% to 64 cents. Red across the board. Once again, the only green one on the meme side is Meme Core up 2%, while Doge, as I said, down 3. Sheeb down 2. Pepe down 4. Pump Fund down 5. Pingu down 5. Let me go check ApeCoin real quick. It's down slightly, but I don't think it's down quite that much. Yeah, down 5% on the day as well. Bloody day all around. We look for better things as we get into the second half of the week. You continue to see the red across the board. And then we look at our NFTs. We have Good Vibes Club bounced a little bit, up 1.5% to 0.67. Dino Gotcha's a new one here, up 24% to 0.0145. Milady's down another 3% to 1.39. Little Pudgy's down 0.6 to 0.86. Mutants down 1% to 1.11. Punks flat at 43. Apes down 2% to 7.2. Chimpers flat essentially at 0.9 following their chipper strategy launch. Big Pudgy's down 2% to 7.15. And DX Terminal, that OpenSea farm, down 13% on the day. That's our daily market update brought to you by Ape Chain. Head over there. And we have 4 days left in the raid. And unfortunately, I'll pull that up as well. I don't think he's out there yet this morning, but legend and regular here on the show. I need to give credit where credit's due. I've been flipped. I'm gonna have to grind here. I'm gonna have to grind this week. We've got 2 days and 11 hours remaining in the Ape in the Ape Chain ApeCoin raid challenge. Here we go. Tebow still holding down that number one spot to 11% mind share. Salute to you, sir. That is just almost doubling up number 2, which is now Grateful. Just recently flipped me. Myself and Steve coming in 3-4 on that list. I think Steve has that 4th spot locked up. He could probably give myself and Grateful a run if he really gets after it this week. But with the travels, it's looking like a 2-person race. I think it's down to me and Grateful for that 2 spot with Tebow. I will concede Tebow's got the top spot locked up. But Grateful, I'm coming for you. Good luck. Good luck down the home stretch. He's at 6.63. I'm at 6.44. So I think we got a chance. We just got to finish strong. We'll have to cheat a little bit with the title at the end of the show today. That said, debating where to go here on the abridged show this morning. As always, if there is anything specific any of you want to talk about, let me know in the chat. Otherwise, like I said, weird week this week as travels are taking both Steve and myself on the road this week. I'm on the road the first part of the week, and on Friday, as I mentioned, I'll be in the air. Steve on the road in the first part of the week as well. He's in the air today, so kind of a unique week. We'll have both of us back tomorrow as well. Actually, just tomorrow. Tomorrow will be the only day with both of us. Then he's flying for Thursday. I'm flying Friday, and then we'll see you all in Vegas Friday evening, if not before. I'm and hopefully we'll see y'all Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday. Looking forward to taking some of all your monies at that poker challenge. That's my goal for Vegas. I don't care about anything out there other than taking down that poker tournament on Sunday. That's what I have at the top of my to-do list this weekend. So, that said, I am as far as news items go, it's Kobe's world and we're living in it. I can go back. Not really sure how much more to dive into the Echo conversation or Coinbase. I don't know what else, if we see a wave of acquisitions or it's just a one-off. I am pretty certain the two, as far as the up-only season resuming and the acquisition of Echo are certainly tied together. Although I will say, Kobe responded to someone else and said they're not going to be going on Zora or doing a creator coin. I would be shocked if they don't have some sort of base content tie into this, but he said they're just going to be streaming on Twitch. So found that a little interesting. Here's again the Wall Street Journal headline today: Coinbase strikes deal for crypto investing platform Echo. Acquisition marks Coinbase eighth deal this year. This was from Brian. Coinbase has acquired Echo. On-chain capital information is vital and a unique part of the crypto ecosystem. Excited to be adding Echo and Sonar to Coinbase to give our customers new token access opportunities. And again, that acquisition there. To which Zach replies, "Look forward to seeing all Coinbase customer support outsourced to Kobe." This was Bold's joke this morning as well. It continues to be at the top of the daily commentary on the crypto space. Let me get it direct from Kobe here. He also commented on this today. It's a lot easier to host one of these when you have a co-host, because you can, when they're talking, you can search. And I think I'm good at multitasking until I do it solo and then realize solo multitasking leads to occasional dead air that I'm not a fan of. So appreciate y'all bearing with me this morning as I do my best to talk for 60 consecutive minutes, unless someone jumps on stage to give me a breather. Also, not sure how I'm going to do a mobile stream drop. I did knock that out. Right before the show, so I should be good, but never know, as I'm on coffee number 2, and my only break away from the screen might be to fire up coffee number 3. So here is Kobe's post on this, and then I'm going to defer and see where you guys want to take us. It says, when I started building Echo 2 years ago, I knew I had a 95% chance of failing. To be honest, I couldn't really imagine any other outcome. but I thought at least it may be a noble failure worth attempting. I certainly did not think Echo would be sold to Coinbase, but here we are today. Coinbase bought Echo for about $375 million. Echo will remain a standalone platform under its current brand for now, but we will integrate Sonar's public sale product into Coinbase and likely introduce new ways for founders to access investors and for investors to access opportunities into Coinbase itself. Over the years, I've chatted with Brian a handful of times, and mostly to complain at him, honestly. I've always respected how Brian would listen to an outsider chat shit at him on the phone and take the feedback seriously. Now, instead of complaining, I would have the opportunity to try to do the work to make things better. Crypto itself has moved a long way since we started working on Echo. I guess partially because of this election result, but I feel energized by a lot of the cool things being built in crypto again, Hyperliquid, Zcash, stablecoin, Supercycle, and so on. Feels like a good time to be on the field instead of an idiot with a Twitter account yapping nonsense. Well, I guess I will be that as well. Anyway, job's not finished. Onwards. Oh, F yeah. Before I go, the final season up only for now, for up only, now UNC only, due to our severe old age, will commence when we figure out who the guest should be. Yeah, and Daniel says, yeah, try to explain to everyone how you're not a billionaire, then make 500 million the next week. So yeah, pretty, if you missed it, there was a big dissertation on some people saying Kobe was already worth billionaire, to which he said, nope, and gave a pretty good dissertation, a lot of retweets on the timeline, etc. And then turns around the following week and sells the thing for, maybe, I don't know. I mean, I assume he was close. He's definitely closer. And, likely hit that likely added that extra comma here overnight or yesterday when the deal was closed. Excuse me. I guess next thing, again, any other, I'm trying to look at all of our chats here. I'm not seeing anything specific. So if not, I'm going to go into the ApeFest merch drop real quick. Yeah, the Dobbins wins the chat with the Shane Gillis meme. Always a good one. And absolutely love to see it. So let me pull up the ApeFest, or excuse me, the Board API Club merch drop, and we'll dive through that together. I think it's still open anyways. This is the pre-sale I'm referencing here. I'll also I haven't have confirmation yet, but I know they weren't able to join us on Monday as planned, so we might get a couple people on the team to join us tomorrow to talk about AFest and all the events, everything going on this week. Also related, if you haven't yet, that carousel's up top Thursday. We do have some special guests joining us for sure. I'm going to be hosting that one solo, so we'd love a whole full house for our guests on Thursday. Pre-sales, I mentioned, it was open for in-person pickup only. This is the AFest pre-sale, so orders are available for pickup at Area 15 on Friday from noon to 5 Pacific time. This is in-person pickup only. All sales final, no refunds, no exchanges. You must show email confirmation at pickup. No exceptions. Quantities are limited. So part of this was just feedback they've taken in the past, looking to eliminate lines even further. Instead of having people wait in lines for merch, now they're going to be able to purchase their merch in advance and then can just pick it up on the at the event, not have to wait in lines to shop. So here's the pre-sale site for ApeFest Merch 2025. I kind of like that heat map shirt. I probably would have got that if that was available. What's it say? Front of it. Oh, just Board API Club, Las Vegas 2025. Okay. So hoodie heat map is still for sale. Same, but it's a zip up. Not a zip up hoodie fan. I can't do it. We've got Zero Gravity Tee. We get also Las Vegas. This one here says Yacht Club hoodie. It just says Miami. Some sale flags. I guess I can't see it back. Maybe just blank back. Long sleeve and short sleeve tee. Not knocking. I hope this isn't the logo of the Yacht Club. Just me saying. And I like it's giving me 1990s cup vibes. The I don't know what you call that one cup, but everyone knows what I'm talking about. The most famous cup from the 90s. That's the vibes I'm getting from that logo. I mean, we talked about the the foreshadowing the T-shirt literally says BAYC Yacht Club of Miami. The back says yacht, or this front, I guess, says Yacht Club of Miami. I would put I would bet a hot wallet on the logo. Looks a little better here. I guess this is going to be it, huh? Yeah, it's a buckle. I'm a Dad Hat fan, but that BAYC Co. not feeling the trucker hat. Some cool pins, but they're unavailable. Dice unavailable and cards unavailable. I probably would have bought the cards and the dice, but I was too late, I guess. I wonder if I'll have more. I guess. Can anyone confirm? Is this it? So like you had to buy pre-sale and you pick up, or is there a chance? Are they gonna have anything for sale at 8 Fest? I guess is the question. The Mutant Puffer Tote comes back and they introduce a BAYC Puffer Tote. I'm not sure if that was. This has been one very similar, anyways. Has been available in past years. I'm not sure if the Bored Ape Yacht Club one is new or not. Then we got the Bored Ape Bimmer Club series for 2025. A hoodie, shirt, a beanie, M series beanie, hand painted BMW suitcase. It's pretty cool. I think it's Pauser will paint these for you. I believe at Ape Fest is my understanding. A couple made by Apes products here. Love to see the collaboration between this is House of OG and this is Boring Merch. Also, any of you that have done, Steve, I tagged you, maybe you answered. Anyone who did the prompt, I'd love to know the prompt you got to get this image here as your ape. I saw a few of those floating around. I tried to do it on my end, and I'm not on your prompt levels. You got a mutant plushie, a ring, the crypto jeweler, and I've been a busy week, so I don't know if this is it or there is also a chance to purchase some of these sold out items at 8 Fest. I'm guessing this is probably it. So I don't know. I may be my first time not buying anything. Nothing's really speaking to me. Might just get a t-shirt for the fun of it. But anyone in the audience get anything? Drop your purchases in the chat. I'd like to see what caught all your eyes. I am mostly my biggest takeaway from this. I'm excited about. I think it's this right here. I think we get the announcement of the yacht club. I think it'll be a big deal. It's highly anticipated and long time coming. And yeah, excited to see what else is shared at Ape Fest regarding the future of the club and what that will entail. I'm going to bring up Machiavelli here, and we'll see what he has to say about all this. Machiavelli, GM, sir, always a pleasure. What did you scoop yesterday? Okay, it's fair. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, no, I said that's fair.
Like this, Curtis's clubhouse in mind. You know what I'm saying? Like this feel, the skulls, the signet for the mutants and the apes. You know what I'm saying? Like there's like this. I don't know. To me, it has this aura. You know what I mean? And I like the heat lamp logo as well. Calm down, cat. But I really like that. I'm looking forward. They said that there will be merch available to purchase for mail, like at home to send home. And there'll be some stuff available at 8 Fest. I heard that for sure.
So will that be the same designs we've seen now to be able to purchase on site and ship home, or will be new?
Yes. For essentially like the dice and stuff like that. That's what I was told from the guys that were doing some of the merch and stuff like that. And
cool.
Like we heard about it yesterday. So that stuff will be available. So the stuff that went out on the website that's sold out right now, you should be able to grab it in person, mail it home, or pick it up at 8 Fest.
Awesome. No, good to hear. And yeah, I don't like it's fine. This is the cup I was referring to, by the way. This is the vibes it's giving me. It's like 90s jazz.
I got you.
Solo jazz design is what it's called. Those are the vibes that give me that. Or I guess like makes sense. Miami Yacht Club lean into Miami Vice themes a little bit. It's fine for like a drop. I don't know. I hope it's not the logo, but we will see, I guess.
I don't really see them like I don't know if they go away from the skull. You know what I mean? I can get it for like, maybe the upper echelon of yacht owners seeing this and wanting to be wear it and like, they like it. But, as far as like the club goes, I'm very interested to see how that rolls. Cause like, there's like two sides of things, right? There's like this I call it degenetic, but degenetic side. And, all these apes who've been around for 4 or 5 years. And then there's this other side of it that's like, when you think of a yacht club, you think of like this classy situation. You know what I mean? Like this really wasn't spawned or birthed out of. So I'm really interested to see this. Super excited to meet you guys in Vegas as well. Looking forward to it. I am super bummed there's not going to be a coffee with Captain at 5 o'clock in the morning because I would be there with coffee. I mean, maybe we can all go get coffee with Squiddy.
I mean,
and continue that tradition.
I see Steve listening in as he gets ready to board his flight down there. I'm not opposed to, I mean, for a price, I can tell you Steve's room number, and I'll let you guys can all bombard Steve's room at 5 a.m. Vegas time on Friday morning if you'd like. I'll be in the air. I won't be there Friday, but if you guys really want a live coffee with Captain in Vegas on Friday, you can join Steve knocking. Just everyone go bang on his door, probably at 4:45, just to make sure he's up in time following Thursday night. But no, I kid. We really look forward to seeing you as well. Speaking of things that long overdue, looking forward to shaking the hand, give you a big old hug, and finally connecting in person. Someone we missed. You were at the Fuck It Saturday event in Miami. Is that right?
Yes, sir, I was. And I met a lot of you guys in passing, but I didn't I was a little shy, you know what I mean? Like I could have got to meet Garga too, and there were so many people crowding and around him. I just didn't want to meet him that way, you know what I mean? So it's for a lot of people that way. Like I kind of I'm already a loud, boisterous person as it is. So, but I do look forward to meeting everybody this time. There's so much going on. I'm participating. We're the other games guys are helping out Hoarder with the Ape to the Future quest and activities throughout all of Ape Fest. So we'll be giving out like 10K plus Ape for those who collect badges and, do the quest as part of that feature for the Ape games, other games, and the DeLorean activation for Ape to the Future.
That's awesome, man. Exciting stuff. I do love how they've incorporated so much of the community with the events this year. Should be a good time and well deserved. Excited to see all of you get some time in the spotlight. Ooh, what was that on? What's the? Oh, it was the dice bag. I just was flipping through the merch site. I couldn't. It was a little bag that comes with the dice. It was the first time I saw that. I thought it was like a beach towel.
No, my favorite item was the BAYC float keychain, because if you know anything about the 80s and 90s, those float keychains, if you lived anywhere near a dock or anything like that, you had those little float keychains in your life. And so when I saw that, it really kind of took me back, and it made me kind of understand the other side of the branding that we saw there on the site yesterday. But I'm excited, man. You know what I mean? Like the vibes are high. I think we're going to get some great announcements. The other side of IRL activation is also happening. So we'll be doing other Games 14 live there from the HyperX Arena and stuff with the guys. And I'm just super excited to see what these announcements are going to be. And, Garga had said earlier in the year, for sure that, an IRL clubhouse is in the works, all that for, probably going to happen next year. But, we're going to hear about the legacy and where they're going to move this club going forward. So there's a lot of exciting news happening. You can't wait. Yeah, no,
I'm really excited to see what's announced at ApeFest. Kind of like the conversation I was alluding to a little bit ago. Just, what is next? The yacht club's coming. That's exciting. What is that? What is it going to be? Like, what will it? I'm curious, what do you think? Do you think it's going to be, hey, we're opening this thing during Art Basel? Do you think it's going to be, we're breaking ground in December 2025 and we'll open in December 2027? Do you have any when do you think that the ribbon, when do you think that the first event at the yacht club will be?
Yeah, do you remember, I don't know, months ago when they were talking about going to look at the old Hooters and all these things?
Mm-hmm.
And so part of me kind of feels like they've already got a location. Like they, you know what I mean? And you know how the guys in Yuga work and stuff, like they know how to keep it quiet. They know how to not ruin a surprise and stuff like that. So I kind of feel like maybe there's already a location. Maybe it's already even getting built out. You know what I'm saying? And it's just on the hush hush. And that's what I'm excited to learn about. You know what I mean? But I do kind of feel like they've got a location that, and it's on the hush and they're already moving forward with it. Do they break ground? Oh, Basel, listen, I'm moving to Miami if it's all it's supposed to be. You know what I mean? I just want to be there for the first 6 months of the club and when it's opened and you know what I mean, kind of become a regular. so to speak. It's one of those things, you know what I mean? Like you wait so long for something. Like even when I wasn't a member and I was looking from the outside in, I'm like, man, can't wait till they have that fucking clubhouse and like, you know, everybody's like doing their thing and it's, you know what I mean? Like it's one of those things that you dream about, and like I feel like it's right there in our reach now.
Yeah, I agree. And bear with me here. This is where the multitasking without Steve comes in. Attempting to update a title while I talk. I see Von Front joining us. So Von Front and GM, let me give me some air cover while I update this title. What always a pleasure. I have a feeling I know what brought you up this morning, but GM, sir, what brought you up this morning?
Hey, GM. No, I mean it's Ape Fest week, right? So there's a lot of announcements. There's a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of feelings, positive, negative, about the Bored Ape Yacht Club, and what better week to talk about them?
I agree.
So,
and also, just quick, if I can interject,
go ahead.
I'm gonna let you talk. I can hear you. I'm just gonna step away while I refill my coffee, and I can hear everything you say. So I'll be right back.
Yep. Hopefully you can also not hear my dog who decided to bark randomly.
Thanks for the coffee air cover. I appreciate it.
Yep. Yeah. So I think so on the merch, I actually was pretty happy with the merch drop this time around. For a couple reasons. Like, so I'm a 43-year-old Midwest suburban father of 3. There's a lot of streetwear that I just can't pull off. And by a lot of streetwear, I mean all streetwear. So I think like I actually really liked the Yacht Club stuff. I mean, we can argue whether yachts have sails. I don't care. But I actually thought the design on that stuff was kind of cool and different. So I liked that. Like I didn't get the alien stuff. I didn't get the glow skull thing. But I thought it was cool. I thought they had like a couple of diverse styles, which was good. So I picked up some of those. I liked the accessories. In hindsight, I wish I would have picked up some dice. So that's where I'm going to be trying to snag IRL when we're in Vegas. I did get the cards. The cards looked awesome. I was like, I'll get the cards. I won't need the dice. Like idiot. Just should have bought it all. But whatever. Did not pick up the ring. I don't know if I'm a signet ring kind of guy yet.
I'm not.
I don't think I've not entered that era yet. And so maybe one day I'll look back and wish I had. But yeah, I'm not there.
Do you have to be Italian to wear one of those? I feel like that's a requirement.
No? I don't. I think there's just a level of general like aura. I think you have to pull off the signet ring.
I don't have that aura.
I don't know what it is. I just know I don't have it.
Yes.
You take Von Front and run into me at Ape Fest and you'll see the aura.
Machiavelli,
I the pinky ring.
I've not even seen you in person, but your voice tells me you have the aura to rock one of these signet rings. I do not, but I'm confident.
So that is it. So I said I don't know what it is. That's what it is. It's Machiavelli. If you can just embody all that is Machiavelli, you can pull off the signet ring, right? I have no doubt. Like right now, I'm picturing him wearing a signet ring on the space right now. I don't know if he is or not, but that's the aura that he's giving off. I'm not giving off signet ring aura, and I'm okay with that. I'm comfortable with who I am in life, right?
You know how you picture people you've never met before and haven't seen, and you get this image of them in your head. Now, I have seen it. I've seen it. I know what Machiavelli looks like, but even before I saw a photo of him, I think I pictured him with one of those rings on his finger in my head. Like even before I ever saw the picture, I'm pretty sure that's the image I've created.
Yep. So no, I fully. I actually I'm expecting a stack of signet rings at this point in time, just taking up the entire pinky. But we'll see. We'll see. No pressure, Machiavelli. You only got a few days to pull this off.
Yo, I might have to go with the double. You know what I'm saying? The left hand right now.
I'm just joking about things, and there are real life things for him because that is just how he rolls.
Yep.
So I'm speaking things into existence, and that's how we're gonna roll on a Tuesday morning.
I too feel I've aged.
Go ahead.
I feel like I like yourself. I feel like I've aged out of some of the streetwear a little bit. I just can't.
Can't
pull it off.
Yeah, and it's cool. Like I know they've got a member base of that's pretty wide. I think they're starting to. Not starting to. They've been in the space for a while, right? Like, what's the pocket of culture that they're trying to get into, right? Like going after Complex Con, going after streetwear, the acts that they have had at Ape Fest, right? Like they're very clearly in a more, street hip hop culture type of, area that they're focusing on, right? Like they're not bringing in pop bands, they're not bringing in country, they're not bringing in other stuff. So, and that's okay. But that's why I appreciated the variety, right?
Yep.
I also like the NBA partnership. I thought was awesome. I'm so glad they're doing that. We've talked about how can they help NBA brands. I thought this was a really, really great first step to highlight those first 4 items. I hope to see more of that,
Agreed.
not just at Ape Fest, but in general.
Yeah, no, I agree.
But I love that. And shout out to Aloe and Crypto Jeweler and Gushita and Ape Whale who got in that first set. I think that's dope for them.
Yep, for sure.
And then the BMW stuff, the Bored Ape Bimmer Club stuff. I don't feel like I feel like I'm posing because I don't own a BMW, nor do I have a strong desire to own a BMW. So buying a bunch of BMW merch didn't make sense for me, but the stuff looked really good.
Yeah, no, and excited to see them continue that collaboration. I would love to see like if there's additional plans there. I know like some of the first ones were chipped and stuff, and like to know like that the driver's license was part of that. There's some claims at Ape Fest, I think started in Hong Kong. Just would love to curious what if there's any continuation of that that partnership just in general. But you good stuff. I think certainly excitement buzzing, a lot of announcements this week. Excited for what we find out in Vegas. There are rumors that there's rumors that they've already signed a lease. I too would be shocked if they're actually building from scratch. When I say break ground, I was saying that more of a figure of speech. Ribbon cutting probably more appropriate than breaking ground. I don't think
I wouldn't break ground if I were them.
Yeah,
like,
I don't think they're building.
That's an expense.
Yeah. I also heard a rumor that it might be more than one location. I certainly expect Miami to be the flagship, but I think there might be some. I wouldn't be surprised to see if there's some sort of collaboration or something pulled off in other regions of the globe. But time will tell. What I saw Maria, she's looking forward to it. She'll visit when they open up. Excited for it. Machiavelli said he's ready to move there. I won't move, but I'll definitely visit probably more frequently. A 3-hour drive. I know as a Midwesterner, probably not excited about heading to Miami a ton. But what's your thoughts on that for someone who's in the Midwest? What's your thoughts on the yacht club and for both for yourself as well as just the club in general?
Yeah, I mean, I've been pretty vocal. Like, IRL Yacht Club Yacht Clubhouse has never been too high on my list, right? Because it's in Miami, because it's a like non-direct flight away from where I am. It's not going to be like the thing that's going to get me super excited. Now, when I go to Miami, will I pop in? Absolutely. Like I will literally, assuming it's all true and assuming it's in Miami, literally every time I'm in Miami, I will pop by the clubhouse because I will it's going to be my Soho house, right? It's going to be I feel like I've got some level of belonging there, and I just, maybe I just want to see what's new or see who's around that day or whatever, right? Like there is that sense of belonging that comes with it. I am more excited if it is a multi-location, right? Like over time, like it truly does become Soho House, right? Where it's like if I'm in New York or LA or whatever, pick a major city, and over time they expand. That gets me excited, right? Like, I mean, look, Steve and I are joking about meeting in the Delta, Sky Lounge or whatever, on our way to Ape Fest because we're both, Delta maxis. And that's a little home away from home are these little lounges and airports, right? Like, and I have no emotional connection to Delta outside of they're the airline that I've decided to, farm miles from. And so I get all the benefits from. Something like that, plus the people that I know in the club and the other stuff. Yeah, I think it's better. And I think, I won't go out of my way to travel to it, but I'll swing by if I'm in town kind of a thing, right? But that's just me. It's never been huge on my list. I'm interested in what it means for the club. I think there's been a long debate, at least in, the chats that I'm in, on like, can the actual Bored Ape Yacht Club brand transcend Web3? Can it get people outside this space excited? We've seen little pockets of it here and there. Snoop Dogg changed his profile picture on Telegram to celebrate his birthday yesterday, right? Like there's
pretty cool.
We see, that was awesome, right? Like we've seen little hints of the IP getting outside of our little space and the brand getting outside of our little space. So I think that's going to be the big test. I do wonder. I was talking to a friend of like, you look at the yacht club merch, it's not heavy on ape. You know, it's Yacht Club of Miami.
Yep.
It's sales. It's not monkey skull.
I saw the
right?
same thing.
It's
Machiavelli said that. I don't think they're going to brand it with the skull. Maybe so. I don't think it's going to be the logo of the yacht club though.
I personally wouldn't, like, from like just my personal kind of marketing opinion. I
From a
wouldn't, right? I
commercial
would do
standpoint,
something.
it doesn't make sense to brand it with the skull. You know what I'm saying?
Totally.
From a commercial standpoint, it makes it sense to brand it the way that we saw on those clothings.
Yep.
I agree.
Wholeheartedly agree. And so I think that's the real, like, it's not good or it's bad. It's a we'll see for me, right? But
I also
like,
wonder, like, there's already,
can they actually pivot that brand and create? I mean, now they're running a lot of brands. So I have to figure that out. But like, if they can build a Yacht Club of Miami, Yacht Club of Dubai, Yacht Club of insert place here brand, and have a the product that goes along with it, and all the stuff that comes along with having a brand, and the emotional connection to the brand, and all these things that mean, something to us as insiders because we own some JPEGs that maybe get us some VIP access, but it can mean something to people completely outside this space who have never owned an NFT or have never been part of the ape ecosystem. That's the test, right? And if that's the swing they're taking, then I think that's a really cool swing to take, right? And I hope they're successful at it.
I do agree. I will say the challenge with branding, at least in that point, is like there is a Miami Yacht Club that's been in business since 1927. There is also the Miami Beach Yacht Club, as well as like the Yacht Club at Brickell. And I think that's the main two, like the Miami Yacht Club and the Miami Beach Yacht Club. So Miami Yacht Club, I mean, that by its standalone by itself, probably like I'm really curious more than anything how they will brand this, because I think it is like the best case scenario is it's one that club members get perks but it's yet also can be accessible to, I don't know if they'd sell other memberships.
Yeah.
Or guests.
Would you like to see like listen, we got this dope ass, Yacht Club of Miami, right? Is Bored Ape Yacht Club of Miami, but like you go down, you hold the NFT and you kind of like it get let into Curtis's spot. And it's kind of that old rickety, clubhouse scene that we've seen, and it's that vibe and it's that essence that you see in the swamp. Would you like that?
Yeah, I mean, I like how you're describing. I envision almost like more of a almost like two parts where you have your club and then kind of like a speakeasy type vibe where you've got private access.
Yeah,
speakeasies are popping off everywhere, and I think that something like that would make sense. I also wonder about the ability to like rent or lease your access for those that aren't local. I think there's something there. I'm just not exactly sure how they would pull that off, but like I said, curious to see what I'm confident something gets announced at this point based on so many foreshadows and teasers. What it is, I don't know, but I think that'll be the big news of the week as far as I'm concerned. I see Hoarder jumping up as well. So let's kick it to the man of the hour. Speaking of all things NBA and Yacht Club and Ape Fest, the Creator House will be a pop and spot once again at Ape Fest. Jason, always a pleasure. GM sir, what brought you up this morning?
Hey, GM. No, I think just something you were saying, I think from front end too, around if we could transcend Web3.
Mm-hmm.
And, we actually, I mean, they're in Web3, but they're probably more prolific Web2 brands. But we did partner with Florian for Ape Fest, and just having spoke to them, for the past couple months, like their excitement to partner with even the community and apes from the community is really a great sign to me, and seeing someone from the outside coming in and wanting to tap in, wanting to see kind of like both those IPs together and even creating a vision of that themselves on their side.
Yeah, no, I agree. I also think, maybe I'm wrong, but I think this physical location, this yacht club, will open up more of that. I think it just gives I mean, you see it, right? Like, how often do we see big brands collaborate outside of just swapping a PFP? Like, actually doing some sort of activation. Often it's around these events. Often it's around these conferences, these trade shows. And I think having the physical location down there, I think will just lead to more of that stuff. I don't think they'll have, like, let's say, a monthly event per se. Maybe they do. I mean, they probably will have monthly events, but I mean, like major blowout events where they have big collaborations, big partners come in. You know, let me even share this real quick. The old roadmap. This was roadmap 2, where the yacht club first got introduced, Miami Clubhouse in real life. I think most of this has been checked off. 3D models, MD versus MMI has not. Mobile game has. I don't know what this one is, and then the treasure hunt. So a few of these still remain, but part of, I think, my excitement around the yacht club would be twofold. One, I genuinely think it would be a great place to gather, great for networking, etc. Finish off that, we talk so much about like the country club element of the yacht club and the networking and how it's, so many of us here, as well as in the space, some of which aren't even in the club anymore, but has really, beyond open up doors, in some cases changed lives for individuals just due to the doors that's opened and the connections they've been able to make. I personally have felt a lot of that has happened at Ape Fest, at these in real life events, at these conferences, where we're able to take these connections we make online and expand on them, grow them, take them to another level up those relationships in person. And I truly am excited for that at the yacht club. Secondary to that, though, I think it also is it's like the beginning of the next chapter, right? It's like, I'm not saying that this completes all of the roadmap 2 that was out there, but getting close to checking all those boxes. And then what's next? What does it mean to be in the club? Well, you get access to the yacht club. Okay, cool. We'll know a little more about what that means in the near future. Great place to make friends on the internet now and in person. Maria says in the chat, Von Front will go back to you next, and we got Malik on stage. We'll go to after Von Front. Maria says, I think the one thing about having multiple locations is it can be hard to perfect each one's level of quality, but after perfecting the first one, then maybe you know how to do it in multiple. I agree. It's very hard to scale. I also agree they should knock out the model at the first one, and then it could be scaled, I think, a little easier after they have that figured out in terms of, especially if they're going to scale beyond the first one, it's got to be profitable, right? It's going to be profitable at a location level. It's challenging, very challenging to do this in this environment, in the club setting. I think one certainly could be supported with all that they have going on from a corporate standpoint. When you start scaling outside of a singular location, though, it is it's very challenging. But Von, go and get back in here, and then we'll go to Malik.
Yep. So it was something you said there got me thinking. So, and this is, we talk about what we like, what we don't like in the space a lot. So this is, I'm going to put, I've already manifested double signet ring out of a Machiavelli this week. So I'm going to try to manifest some other stuff. I mentioned, like, look, I'm in Indiana. I'm not going to go out of my way to go to Miami just to go hang out, right? What I would love to see, you talked about events. Like, wouldn't it be great if there were once a month, once a quarter, once a whatever, actual events that Yuga or partners are actually putting on and it can be members only, it can be members plus public, it can be some kind of combination, whatever, for things that we actually want, right? Like, I'm a builder. I have a company. When the MBA group was doing those kind of monthly Discord sessions about legal, about marketing, about whatever, right? And it was really targeted towards builders in the space that were in the MBA ecosystem. I love that. That was a great, personal utility for me.
Same.
Boy, wouldn't it be great if there were in real life networking where, hey, we're going to bring, they've got relationships at A16Z and all these other places. We're going to bring people in and we'll talk about fundraising. We'll talk about building. We'll talk about whatever, right?
Yep.
Maybe there's a, hey, it doesn't have to be business. We can have a fuck it Saturday once a quarter, right? We can go have a party. We can do these things. Make the event, make the location a destination and give us reasons to go, and I'll book the flight, right? I'll book the hotel, right? We'll come in and we will do the thing, because there's a reason to be there.
That's a great idea.
I agree. I agree.
So you heard it here first. I will take all credit if it happens. I will take none of the blame if it does not happen. But that's what I think. Like, if I'm personally thinking, like, what's going to get me excited about a clubhouse, those are the things that are going to get me excited, right?
Yep.
Like, I booked a ticket and I'm flying to Vegas in 2 days because there's a reason for me to go there. With all the stuff that's going to happen, do that smaller scale, right? You don't need to bring in Big Boy. Be cool if you did, but you don't need to bring in Big Boy to the clubhouse all the time. But give us reasons to go. I bet there are going to be more people like me that are going to say that's enough for me to go book a ticket this quarter, right? I may not go every time, but maybe I'm going to go down there now once or twice a year because there's events there that really appeal to me. Plus 8 Fest, and now I'm engaged in the brand and I'm engaged in the ecosystem. And you have taken me way down into the sales and marketing funnel that I am now an advocate for the Bored Ape Yacht Club because of all the benefits that it's giving me.
Yeah, nope, I agree. Let's go Malik, and then we'll get Hoarder back in here. I do got to heart out here in a few minutes. Got to get out of this hotel soon, so we'll wind things down here shortly. But I want to get to Malik, and then let Hoarder get back in here, and then we'll wrap things up today. Malik, GM, always a pleasure. Welcome.
GM. I just wanted to kind of give my thoughts on the kind of terminology you're using here, right? This whole Miami Yacht Club. Everyone started saying Miami Yacht Club after the merch drop yesterday, and I think it's probably the wrong direction to look at it. It's always been the clubhouse. That's what they've always referred to it as. Practically speaking, and I'm in Miami, born and raised in Miami, been on the water and fishing my whole life. There are not a lot of like physical places, right? Certainly not already established yacht clubs, but even places where you could build a traditional yacht club on the water. And the cost is like insane. So so to think that we're going to have like a yacht club, a proper yacht club with like boats parked out back, I think is just kind of like an unrealistic expectation. It's the clubhouse. That's what it's always been referred to. You know, and I think that's what we should expect is somewhere that is just a cool space for us to hang out. For me, I've been this is going to be what it's going to look like since I live down here, and I think Illa, you know, if you listen over the past year plus, whenever he talks about it on Spaces, I think that is probably the most accurate alpha on what we can expect and what the intentions are there. The appeal and kind of what made Apes huge when we were at our peak last time was this exclusivity, was this, you know, the celebrities coming in and this idea of like a very hyper exclusive, cool place that's like leading culture. I think that's what we're going to see again. So more likely than not, my guess is that you're going to have a really cool space that's not going to look like what we're seeing in the drawings, right? Of like a tiki hut type place. Tiki bar type place. Maybe there will be like a VIP section upstairs that is all decked out like that. I think that would be cool. But more likely there'll be a bigger general space for other people to come in. That's going to just be very high end Miami vibes. That's my best guess.
Yep. Oh, I think you're right. That's my read as well. It's interesting that they use that verbiage, not just this year, but they started using it back at Hong Kong on merch. So it'll be interesting, but I that's my assumption or expectation as well, and I think it's a good take. But Malik says, "Hey, he's from Miami." There's at least at one point hundreds of individuals in that, like in movers and shakers, like a lot of very influential people, not just in this industry and business in general, that are in that Miami market. And I think I truly believe it could re-engage some of those individuals who have went on to do, in many cases, bigger and better things. I think it could really bring them back into the mix, and looking forward to it. That said, Hoarder, bring us home. And while you're up here, if you can join us again tomorrow, we're going to get the team on to talk about all the events this week. If you're able, would love to have you back up to talk a little more about what you have going on this week in Vegas. But go ahead and take us home, and then we'll get things wind down.
Yeah, no, I think I love it. Love hearing the energy around it. I agree with Malik. You know, I think it's gonna be near the water, but I don't necessarily think it's gonna be a yacht club. And just hope that some of the magic that we feel and why we travel sometimes across the world is captured here. And I think they've proven the ability to engage people with kind of these micro, activations, or even when you go to some of these things, like they have some really thought out experiential things that they develop to for the club to experience. So I think they've proven that out, and I think that's going to be a great thing for people to explore, and some capacity for it to be a showroom, right? Whether it's for MBAs or the club itself. Excited to see it.
Agreed. Awesome. Well, again, if you're able to join us tomorrow, I would love to have you. Would love to give you some more flowers for all all the work you put into this week, and looking forward to hanging out with you and many others in a few days. Malik, Machiavelli, Von Front, and Hoarder, appreciate you jumping up today. Good conversation. Appreciate you all for tuning in for a shorter show this morning. We'll be back tomorrow, regularly scheduled programming. We'll go live at 8 and likely run the full 2 hours tomorrow, Thursday. We'll see. We do have a guest at 9, so probably full show. We may do 90 minutes, and then likely a abridged version on Steve's solo 5 a.m. Vegas time Friday morning. But that said, it is Vegas week. We're here for it. Congratulations to Kobe and the big Echo sale, and the we thought we were going to be talking up only season for $25 million. If you missed it, that's more than Rogan is making per episode. So well done to them. And thank you all. Appreciate it. We'll be back tomorrow. And as my buddy Steve would say, I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful day today.
Thanks for tuning into Coffee with Captain, powered by ApeCoin. We hope you enjoyed the show, and remember, nothing we discussed today is financial advice. Until next time, keep exploring, stay curious, and we'll see you soon. Have a great day.
Welcome to the future.